Welcome. This is Fantasyfling back for some daily drafts. We are taking a look at drafters, the week 3 contest. So I participated in the weekly whale. It's a contest I like to play up on drafters. I love this new DFS meets best ball format that we have with Underdog, with Sleeper, with drafters. So I wanted to take a look at their Sunday whale. This is a contest I like to play and I want to review each week. So we'll start with the top lineup, but I also want to, start playing a few more of these contests, different sizes, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it may be, and just kind of get a feel of what the field is doing so we know how to attack these. So the first lineup we have is a Kirk Cousins stack. This was obviously a great game environment to target this past week. And you will see from the leaderboards, we have a lot of stacks and a lot of targets in these games. So we got a Kirk Cousins to Justin Jefferson stack with a Keenan Allen bring back. And from what I remember, this is the one lineup that did not have a double stack. Had two pass catchers. A lot of them had 3 pass catchers from the same game. So game stack, but great lineup. Josh Jacobs, Raheem Mostert, obviously is the guy that got it done. If I do a Millie Maker review over at dfsarmy.com on their YouTube channel every week as well. So if you watched it, you saw that I broke down Raheem Mostert being in the winning build. Obviously, it was a great matchup going against Denver's defense with Jalen Waddle. You thought they might run the ball more. Well, they did. They passed quite a bit too, but they ran the ball. Raheem Mostert absolutely smashed. And he's going to be in a lot of the winning builds, of course. And then as well as Keenan Allen and Davante Adams. So these 3 players here combined for over 40 points. Sam Laporta was actually in the winning Millie Maker build, and he was in this build as well at the tight end spots. And Josh Jacobs didn't really need to be in the build because, look, first place, 244. Second, 231, and Josh Jacobs only had 11 points. So really, it was the rest of the lineup that carried it there. And another great spot here with Amari Cooper, 24 points. He actually should have had more. He had a touchdown that was called back, and it was incorrectly called, so should have been a touchdown. So second lineup here, as I was saying, we got Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams. And then this obviously has the Justin Jefferson bring back in it, Alexander Madison, Kenneth Walker. So Kenneth Walker was another great play on the slate going against Carolina. He has that type of high floor, high ceiling that you want to target in some of your players, and really was kind of the difference maker at running back because Alexander Madison, despite being in a good matchup, despite getting a lot of volume, just fell on his face again. But yeah, this lineup, much similar to the last, had several guys over 40 points. You could see with Keenan Allen and Davante Adams, and it had a double stack. So that's something to keep an eye on because double stacking, it works a lot and to get to leverage to the top of the leaderboards in contests like this. But oftentimes, if it's a really big contest, believe it or not, we see a lot of QB +1. So that's something we'll certainly monitor looking at these contests. So we had Justin Herbert, Travis Etienne, and Alexander Madison, the top 3 spots of this lineup. Obviously, the running backs weren't the reason they got there. Travis Etienne is conceding carries to Tank Bigsby at the goal line. So, that certainly is something that's going to cap his ceiling. And then, obviously, we talked about Madison. You got Tyreek Hill here as a one-off, as well as Davante Adams. So you got Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams double stack. And the bring back actually was Alexander Madison in this one. So no Justin Jefferson. Went Tyreek Hill with the first pick, most likely. Keenan Allen, Davante Adams, and then couldn't have done the Jefferson. And really, Jefferson probably went first, so Tyreek Hill was probably the option, the target in this build. as a one-off, and then you were still able to target, as far as the overall lineup construction, you're still able to get Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, and then do Alexander Madison as kind of a direct leverage play. Now, he dropped a touchdown. I believe he had a fumble. He could have certainly had a much bigger day, but overall, great lineup construction. And then Sam Porta at tight end. We saw, in the last build, the top build, the Porta was the guy that you needed at tight end this week. So we'll take a look at one more of these. Same overall, kind of the same game environment we're seeing being targeted here. So Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, who had, this stack 45, 74 points. The stack smashed, and really you added Justin Jefferson to that, almost another 28 points there. And Jahmyr Gibbs didn't get there, but kind of as we saw in the last lineup, one of the last lineups, Kenneth Walker did. So great stack, overall game stack, and then just some one-offs with Devontae Adams and Evan Ingram did enough at tight end to get there. So I think that's going to do it for this week, looking at the Sunday Well Daily Draft Review on Drafters. If you guys don't play on Drafters, highly recommend it. It's not quite as sharp as Underdog, and it's just a fun format. It's DFS meets best ball, so it's something we're going to take a look at each week. And like I said, this week I'm going to do a few more contests over on Drafters, so we'll have a few more to review. So we'll see you all next week.